Welcome to my Artifact 9, Accommodate Learner Differences. This is Standard 5.1, Criterion 16. Use technology to create, adapt, and personalize learning experiences that fosters independent learning and accommodate learner differences and needs. So personalized learning, we talk about collaboration, technology, self-reflection, and data tracking. So competency-based learning is an approach to education that focuses on the students demonstrating their demonstration of desired learning outcomes as central to learning process. It is concerned chiefly with the students progressing through curricular at their own pace, depth, etc. As competencies are proven, students continue to progress. So a few ways that I use competency-based learning in my classrooms with Nearpod. Is interactive PowerPoint, ABC Courseware, which is our online textbook, and then just quizzes. So student-driven projects or project-based learning is a teaching method in which students gain knowledge and skills by working for an extended period of time to investigate and respond to an authentic, engaging, and complex question, problem, or challenge. So a few ways I use student-driven projects in my classrooms. So a project students receive a rubric and directions from a teacher. After receiving directions, students will begin creating their project to display understanding. Or you can use group projects allow students to collaborate and brainstorm with other students in order to create the best project for all members of the group. Group projects adds a different element of decision making, and then lastly, sharing. So the sharing portion of projects requires students to master content and deliver. Students have to become proficient in knowledge to deliver the goals. So Canva is one of the resources that we use for student-driven projects such as Google Slides and Nearpod again. So standard 6.1, criterion 19, artifact 9, facilitate and guide learning as students take ownership of their learning and goals. So foster a culture where students take ownership of their learning goals and outcomes in both independent and group settings. So the role of the student, each student will first complete a My Learning Style assessment. The data for that assessment will be used for consideration. The next step for students is to meet with their teacher. Information collected during the meeting will be information that was not collected during the assessment. Information could also be collected to confirm data. In an 8th grade classroom, some students will know their learning styles, some will not. So students will complete this personalized learning plan questionnaire. It consists of 30 questions. Students will be rated in 3 categories: visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. And then following this rubric over here to your right is how we'll go by using evaluating students in the future. So here's the personalized learning plan. After students complete the assessment, they will fill out this plan. They'll talk about their strengths, their skills, their abilities, their interests, what's important to them. They'll talk about the assessment they've taken to learn more about themselves. So then they move on to their personal things. What about their personal goals? What are their goals after high school? As the personalized learning plan continues, we'll talk about learning expectations. So what are some common learning expectations in my school? What is my academic plan based on the expectation and my goals? And then how do I know I've achieved my plan? And then we'll talk about the transition. So once students have completed their plan or graduated from their plan, what can be next? Students will reflect, and we'll also have the parent and guardian reflect. So with this personalized learning plan, there are different tools. Again, you have the questionnaire. We'll also use Google Docs to complete the personalized learning plan. Again, everything will be shared through PowerSchool with stakeholders, parents, and teachers. So standard 7.1, criterion 23, artifact 9, provide alternative way for students to show competency. Provide alternative way for students to demonstrate competency and reflect on their learning using technology. So with these Olympic projects, students will decide their groups or they are working individually. Students will create a fictional city name in the state of Georgia. Students must determine the location of their fictional city. Students will decide which event they want to host, and the students will meet with their teacher at least once to ensure they have a basis. So students will use Canva to design an Olympic city. The Olympic city will be used for the 1996 Olympics. A student must choose a sport that their city will host. Canva was chosen because it has many different options for students to show competency. Students use docs, whiteboard presentations, social media, videos, or print out things or create their own website. So a few examples that were shown to students as they create their Olympic City. Here was just a brief brochure that talks about the beginning of sports. And then over to the right, you have a video about how much this city in particular loves sports.